You know, this first story is really close to my heart because this has happened to me in my own career as a national president of a motorcycle club. And the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club national president is speaking out against police criticism about his motorcycle club. We did a story about them a couple of days ago where there was some violence at the clubhouse. And it has resulted in a police cry for them to be shut down. Now, I've been through this exact thing before. This is a lesson for national presidents. We're going to talk about how this national president is handling this situation. And I got to say, I'm just really proud of those guys for what they're doing right now. They're in a tough predicament, and I have been in this predicament before. So you might learn something on this one today. So like, share, and subscribe. We will be back in a minute and 7 seconds. We'll find the right screen here. We'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction. Join us while we discuss.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe, and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. There have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat, the nose kung fu and just gets skinny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe, and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You might as well. You might as well. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network, the Out Bad Biker News Network. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for joining in from wherever in the world it is that you happen to be. Oh, my goodness. I'm hoping that if you are in the storm path, that you're getting your ass up out of there. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that you're not sitting in the storm path refusing to go. I ain't going. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just get the hell up out of there, man. And come up to the Dragon's Lair. Come up to the Dragon's Lair if you need to. And stay here for a couple of days. We got plenty of couches. Hey, look here. I want a special shout out. Thanks to the Hell's Lovers, One Percenters, came over this yesterday to the Dragon's Lair and hung out with me. Limo Man, Lifer, you're much loved and respected and appreciated. And it was just a pleasure having you guys over. Thanks so much, man. Just appreciate you so much. And also, Boss Hog, man, thank you. Thank you guys for the support. Left money on the bar. Just treated a brother with much love and respect. And I really, really appreciate you for it, man. Really appreciate it. Council at CMA says, prayer to all hurricane victims now and those coming, man. Those coming. We appreciate that. He also says government debacle, the government can't save you. I think we saw that in Katrina. The government cannot save you if you're depending on the government. And this is what I say to all motorcycle clubs. You got a clubhouse, right? or maybe a club brothers place that you go over a lot. Like we used to, before we had a clubhouse, we used to go over to Iceman's house because he had a big old swimming pool and a huge entertainment room, a den. We in my day we used to call it a den. I don't know what they call them now, man caves or whatever. But he had a big, huge den, and we'd go to Iceman's place and hang out there. If you got a place, a clubhouse or a club brothers place or a garage or whatever, a place you can like fortify and have, motorcycle clubs, you should have a place. And if you're in a flood area, you should have an elevated place where you store food and supplies and stores and all that kind of stuff, man. Like there's between 5 and 400 of you in a city, right? Depending on how big your motorcycle club is. If your clubhouse, you can take your clubhouse and fortify. We're not like Canada where you can't fortify your clubhouse. You can fortify your clubhouse, get it up to speed, sandbag it, whatever you got to do to have a spot where you can go refugee in your own encampment and not be depending on the government and water and all this old kind of stuff. When they give evacuation orders, does not the whole motorcycle club evacuate with one another? We had a war chief in our club. We have a war chief who's responsible for making sure that we have disaster preparedness and all this kind of stuff. This is what you should be doing as a motorcycle club, man. Council CMA says PPPPP. And he calls that prior prevention prevents piss poor performance. That's an old military thing. The Stones PBW says the worst thing the government can ever say is we're from the government and we're here to help. It seems to be the popular opinion. So, man, I'm hoping you guys are doing that, are figuring out as a motorcycle club nation what your preparedness is going to be. I mean, we have our own Minutemen, don't we? We have our own everything. So here is our first story. Listen, we did a story on the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club. It came out maybe 4 or 5 days ago, something like that, where a whole bunch of clubs were having all kinds of stuff going on. And it was kind of like 2 stabbings in 2 days or something like that was the title. And a part of that story was the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club and a deadly shooting that they had over in their motorcycle club. And for those of you who are wondering, our Lavish T is running a little bit late this morning, so he will be joining in at some point, I believe. At least that's the message he sent me. So we will be seeing Lavish T a little bit later as soon as he comes in. And we'll be welcoming in. We'll be saying hi when he gets here. So let me switch over to this screen here for you. And boom, there we go. Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club responds to police criticism after the homicide. So this is an interesting story for me because I've been through this. I have been through this personally. Is that Stones from Protecting Battered Women? What's up, man? Good to see you. Stones, Protecting Battered Women. Good to have you on. The Mercy Show down here in Kissimmee, Florida, preparing for the storm. Stay safe, everyone. Man, you got our prayers down there, man. You got our prayers. But anyway, back to the story quickly. I want to say that I've been through this before, and I have criticized so many motorcycle clubs for not handling the public relations portion of dealing with crisis management. I even wrote it in my book, The Public Relations Officer's Bible, Crisis Management for Motorcycle Clubs. And so many motorcycle clubs sit quiet and sit still while the press and police departments drag your motorcycle club's name through the mud. And you're just quiet. It's just like crickets. And I get so frustrated when I see that because you're losing that propaganda battle. You're losing it. And every motorcycle club needs to have a public relations officer or a secretary that is strong with dealing with the press to help the president get his talking points together and all that together. And I'm looking at this national president speak out And this is what I had to do. And I'm so proud of him for taking the initiative to not sit down there like some kind of pansy and let these people run your name through the ground. So let's get here into the story. I think I have a video for you. Hopefully they won't throw a commercial on me, and we can see what's going on with this real quick. Let me hide that for you and pull this back to the beginning. Action.
Police Officers Association says that the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club is a magnet for violence.
In a post on social media, the group says it's time to close it down. This comes in the wake of a deadly shooting near the club.
Tonight, John Chapman reports patrons say the police should focus on protecting all parts of the city.
The Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club has operated near 30th and Ames since 1957. The club has 7 chapters, including Lincoln, Fremont, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Puerto Rico. Daniel Robinson is the national president. Today, he made a statement to the family of Alexander Whitcomb and the community.
On behalf of the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club, our condolences go out to Alexander Whitcomb and his family. It's a tragedy that unfortunately took place. We don't condone that. And the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club is in full cooperation with law enforcement to resolve this issue.
Robinson says gun violence has become a problem in the community and these things have to stop. Tammy Tony was outside the club when the shooting happened in the early hours of Sunday morning.
There was a lot of people out here, so you really couldn't see what was happening. All you really heard was gunshots.
What did you think when you heard those gunshots?
When I heard the gunshots, I just immediately thought, like, oh my God, again, you know, because this isn't the first time gunshots have been shot around here in this area during that time period.
Tony says Los-Diablos is not responsible for the shooting. Club members tell us the trouble started somewhere else and found its way to the club. Tony says no trespassing signs are posted, but it doesn't stop crowds from gathering outside. And she believes the police association is putting negative light on the wrong people.
I think people need to stop trying to follow the street code, and if you see something, say something. That's the only way I see a change for the community, is if we hold these thugs and bums accountable for their actions, period.
Tony goes on to say all of this wouldn't go on if the club received the same police attention that establishments in other parts of the city receive.
Y'all walking up and down the streets with your guns, y'all out there protecting them, but y'all not in our community protecting us. Why?
On your side in Omaha, I'm John Chapman, 6 News.
The president of the club tells 6 News the victim came to the club for protection after the shooting. Tonight at 6:30, Arbella Caracta talks with OPD about how they believe a newly passed nuisance ordinance could help prevent future incidents.
Unlimited cloud recordings.
Yeah, so let me get back here to you. So this is exactly the problem that we faced in 1995 through sometime around 2000 or so. This is exactly the problem that we faced. I'm trying to get rid of this. Yeah. Okay. So part of the problem was the neighborhood that we were in San Diego. And I want to show you guys this statement from the police association. So we're going to their Facebook page here and nothing. Okay, here we go. The Omaha Police Officers Association posted this post, and let me try to make it bigger so you guys can read it as well on your cell phones. I know that's hard. In what world is it normal for hundreds of people to gather outside a motorcycle club until 4 a.m., causing violence in the neighborhood? In what world is it acceptable for someone to shoot indiscriminately into a crowd at this very club, killing an innocent person? In what world do we allow this club, and they put parentheses around club. So for those of you who are readers and look into innuendo, this is kind of a mockery. This so-called club is what they're saying, to remain open when it's clear that in any other area, the city would have shut it down. They mean in any other area that's not the black side of town. The city would have shut it down. So like if it was out in the suburbs, the black club brothers wouldn't be able to have a motorcycle club. You can read real nicely between the lines here. In what world do we allow this so-called club to remain open when it's clear that in any other city, the city would have shut it down? This so-called club is a magnet for violence, a magnet for violence. The club in and of itself, the folks that exist because they are alive and sitting on a corner in a spot that they've been in since 1960 or so, that makes them, just because they exist, some kind of damn magnet. How much longer can we ignore the serious violent crime issues stemming from the clubs, the so-called club, the club in parentheses, in question, quotations? How can we ignore the serious crime issues stemming from the club's presence? Just being here, just being present causes issues to stem from us, like a tree, a flower, vines, roots in the ground. Trouble just stems. It just stems. It stems. And how long are we going to let trouble stem from these guys in the neighborhood? It's a direct contributor. Although they didn't shoot nobody, although it wasn't them that killed anybody, somebody got shot and ran to the club. The club is a contributor. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's a direct contributor to the danger for our officers and community. Maybe that's because you don't want to do any police work there. The club is impacting our officers' ability to do their jobs. This club, this so-called question mark, quotations, so-called club, this club is impacting our officers' ability to do their jobs. We're understaffed by 130 officers. That's the problem. If you read real well, the problem is that you're understaffed, not that the club exists. But anyway, I digress. We're understaffed by 130 officers, and we simply don't have the time or resources to do your damn jobs. Actually, it says we don't have the time or resources to keep responding to the fights, shootings, and assaults that happen almost nightly at this club. It's time to close it down. This club is dangerous, and we can't afford to let it stay open any longer. Alexander Whitcomb's life mattered. And there, and so the inference here is that the club, the so-called club, didn't believe that Alexander Whitcomb's life mattered. So I'm so glad that national president came out and said, it does matter. It matters to us. But it says Alexander Whitcomb's life mattered, but tragically there will be no rallies, no demands for accountability, no outcry for justice. Why not? What's that got to do with the club? The person responsible may never be held to account. Shut it down, they said. Shut it down. And then they got a picture of the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club. And I mean, this is a stunning indictment. But as I'm looking at the comments, Gavin Grubby said, I feel safer around motorcycle clubs than I ever felt in the presence of police officers. Somebody said, did you know they claim the same type of taxes as a church? Whoever said that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Bill Joe Shoeing said 130 officers short. It's almost like no one in their right mind will stand in line with you. So people are pushing back. Michael Mendendez said, Michael Mendez said they've killed less people than the police in the past month, and he's got his hands up like this. Brian Hayes says down 130 officers. I'm so glad there's readers, because that's the problem. So this is very interesting to me, but I the reason that it has hit me is because we faced this. We faced this exact issue where we had we had our motorcycle club, and you guys excuse me, there's some loud noise going on out in front. Okay, it's the garbage truck. They finally came after 4 or 5 days. I had to look on my video and see what was going on right outside the front door, because I was getting ready to go out there. People know around me that we're videoing at this time, and my neighbors can get cussed out real quick making too many noises and stuff on the compound. We don't play that. So, but that's the garbage truck that hasn't been here in 2 weeks. So I guess they finally got their act together. Anyway, back to the story here. This happened to us. So they said, in what world do people gather at the motorcycle club by the hundreds? And the answer is in the biker club world. In the 90s, up into like maybe the mid 2000s, the Black Sabbath San Diego Motorcycle Club, San Diego chapter. This is how it was for us. We had a clubhouse, and because we were open, the youth in the neighborhood, the 20-something old folks, would gather in the parking lots around the motorcycle club. And they would gather by the hundreds. And then when the police would roll through, they would all run to the front door of the clubhouse, stand in line, pay to come in. And it was a great boon for the clubhouse. But then later on, they would go out into the neighborhood, back out to the parking lot. So we had the Urban League next to us. And I write about this in my book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 2, Betrayal in the Brotherhood. I write about this very thing. So it's crazy to me that it would actually be in the news, the very exact same thing, 25, 30 some years later, same kind of thing. But they would come into the clubhouse because when the police would drive through and want to harass them, they'd run to the clubhouse and stand in line and then pay to get in. And then when they would come back out, there would be some kind of Crip blood thing going on, and almost every weekend for a while, for a long time, for years, almost every weekend, there'd be some kind of drive-by out there where somebody would get killed in those parking lots. So we had the Urban League next to us, and they had a huge parking lot, and we had the Urban League across the street from us, and then we had Happy Foods across the street from us, and then we had a church next door, and those parking lots would be full of kids, young folks. And I mean by the hundreds. But this didn't have anything to do with us. We weren't out in the parking lot shooting anybody. And the San Diego Police Department did the very same thing to us. We need to close down the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. We need to close them down. We need to shut them down. How much longer can this go on? They're a magnet. They're a magnet for trouble. No, no. The parking lots around us were the magnet for trouble. And you didn't want to police the parking lots. So close the Black Sabbath down, and the kids don't have any place to hang out anymore. But no, get out there and do your damn job. Regularly patrol. It's not my job to patrol the area out there. That's not how that goes or how it should go. And so when we had 2011, one of our club brothers was assassinated on the doorsteps of our clubhouse. And this is exactly what I had to do, what this national president is doing right here. I had to come out, and every day for like a week or two, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, we made the headlines from San Diego to Hong Kong to all the way to China. We made the headlines all over the world. Outlaw motorcycle club president assassinated in the
Police officers.
It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
Says that the
That's why I'm so proud of this national president. I want to. He came out and spoke about this. When we look at this video here, we see a lot of folks. Let me bring this video back up here. Boom. We see a lot of folks running and that sort of stuff. This, I believe, was the shootout. Let me get back here. Here was the shootout here. Or, yeah, because you see a guy shooting going on. That guy is not wearing any colors. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but here is the man doing the shooting. He's not wearing any club colors. I don't see any club colors on him. So that's a man shooting. That's not the motorcycle club shooting. You see that? That's not the motorcycle club shooting that I can see. And so I was very proud of this national president who come out and said, we don't stand for that. That's not, we're not down for that. We're not with that. None of that. This ain't us. And whatever the police need to know about this, yeah, whatever cooperation we need.
Danny Robinson.
Do you need our cameras? Do you need our footage? Whatever the case may be, we're not down for that. And here he is,
the national president. Today, he made a statement to the family of Alexander Whitcomb and the community.
On behalf of the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club, our condolences go out to Alexander Whitcomb and his family. It's a tragedy that unfortunately took place. We don't condone that. And the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club is in full cooperation with law enforcement to resolve this issue.
Robinson says gun violence has become a problem in the community and these things have to stop. Tammy Tony was outside the club when the shooting happened.
So the neighborhood is upset. They don't feel like they're getting the right policing. They feel like the police are everywhere, but in the neighborhood, not a lot of people are feeling like this is the motorcycle club's fault. And if you guys want a textbook example of crisis management in your motorcycle club, you have to be able to sit and look at that camera and put a humanistic face on the MC. Whereas the police said Whitcomb's life mattered. Like the motorcycle club didn't think so. And the national president came out and said, Whitcomb's life did matter. It mattered. And we apologize to the family. They said that Whitcomb showed up there, Whitcomb showed up there for protection. He ran to the motorcycle club for protection. A lot of people will do that. A lot of people, when a motorcycle club is in the area, especially a blighted area, and I always say, keep your motorcycle club in the hood, because motorcycle clubs help the hood out. When the police don't come, a lot of times the motorcycle club will be there. Let me read this to you in case there's some stuff in here that wasn't covered in the video. Let me make this bigger for you here. Dang, where's Mike Ball when you need him? The Diablos Motorcycle Club has operated near 30th Street and Ames Avenue in Omaha, Nebraska since 1957. I was wrong when I said 1960. The club has 7 chapters, including, make this a little bigger, including Lincoln, Fremont, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, wow, and Puerto Rico. I know it's cold up there. On Tuesday, Danny Robinson, the national president of Los-Diablos, made a statement to the family of Alexander Whitcomb, as well as the Omaha community. Police say Whitcomb was shot and killed near the motorcycle club around 4 a.m. on Sunday. Near the motorcycle club. I want you guys to get that. Near the motorcycle club, not at the motorcycle club. And this happened to us again. So we've had about 4 people killed near the Black Sabbath back in the days. But in my oh my goodness, was it Phoenix, Arizona? In my Phoenix, Arizona chapter, we had a guy killed near the Black Sabbath in the parking lot. He started in the Black Sabbath parking lot and was killed down the street or died down the street, got into a shootout or whatever the case may be. And they shut down our whole motorcycle club in that town for stuff that had nothing to do with us. So he said, on behalf of the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club, our condolences go out to Alexander Whitcomb and his family. Robinson said in his statement, it's a tragedy that unfortunately took place. We don't condone that. And the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club is in full cooperation with law enforcement to resolve this issue. Robinson went on to say gun violence has become a problem in the community and it needs to stop. So the motorcycle club is against gun violence. We're against these things. Robinson went on to say, but on the Facebook page, the Omaha Police Association accuses the Los-Diablos Motorcycle Club of being a magnet. You can't be a magnet just because you exist. You can't be. Tammy Tony, who was outside the club, said there was a lot of people out here, so you couldn't really see what was happening. All you really heard was gunshots. You know, we heard her speak. I wanted to get to the port. According to Tony, there are no trespassing signs posted, but it doesn't stop crowds from gathering outside. This is the same thing that we had going on. We had no, trespassing, club only, members only. She believes that the Omaha Police Department is putting a negative light on the wrong people. I think people need to stop trying to follow street code. You heard her say that, and I wanted to see someplace where they said there was a spot where they said that he was trying to come to the police, to the club for protection. I forget where I read that, but I read that somewhere. So that's what's going on, man, with that. And I want to tell you, if you want a textbook example of how to get out there and fight against the propaganda that the police will put out on you, that national president did it. As far as I'm concerned, silence is not the answer. Because if you're silent, they will try to destroy your credibility. They will try to destroy you. And so, like I said, where they show their ass, my mom used to say, where you show your ass is where I'm going to get it. So if you show your ass in this church, I'm beating your ass in this church in front of all these people that you showed your ass in front of. So this whole thing, we don't do social media. Hey, if we don't do news, we don't do media. If they attack you in the media, you fight back in the media. If they attack you on social media, you fight back on social media. This is how I see it. Anyway, that's my story on that today. I had several other stories, but I think that is a good place to step off. And I'm going to look over here at the comments and see what you guys are talking about. Oh, look, La Familia MC. Hello, everybody from Germany. What's up, man? What's up, La Familia? It's good to have you guys on the show, man. I appreciate you. Tommy Manick, I see you out there. Habitsakai, good to see you, man. See something, say something, bull. Usually some noisy person thinking that everyone is a suspect of a crime until he proves he's not. Miss Lotus, just subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Miss Lotus. No, Miss Lotus said, just subscribe to your channel, the Mercy Show. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. But anyway, thank you. Just placed my order for a shirt. Thank you. Stones. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for getting my shirts, which is exactly the right time to tell you guys about BlackDragonsGear.com. BlackDragonsGear.com. Yeah, that's where all my shirts are, at BlackDragonsGear.com. Hey, you can get my t-shirts. My newest book, President's Bible, Chronicle 2, Betrayal of the Brotherhood. Oh, my goodness, man. I would really appreciate it if you stop by here. We got the Social Club's Bible for all women in social clubs that support motorcycle clubs. Make sure to get the Social Club's Bible. It tells you everything you need to know about being in a social club on the motorcycle set. and all the rules, history, et cetera, of motorcycle clubs, which is something that you might not understand. So blackdragonsgear.com, man. Blackdragonsgear.com. We appreciate it. Hey, listen, Tuesday nights is bike night here. Last night we had the Hell's Lovers MC. One percenters, we certainly appreciate you guys, man. Limo Man, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Boss Hog, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And I cannot forget Limo Man's property. Oh my goodness. Did I forget it? I had it in my mind. I had your name in my mind. It's going to come back. How do you see? That's a part of being old. You have somebody's name in your mind. You start talking. I just should have blurted out her name. It's going to come back to me. I'm just checking out my dude's life mattered till he and the others pulled out guns. So I don't know who pulled out the guns, but if that's what happened, your own life has to matter to you. Absolutely. Let me see. 130 molesters short. Wow. Call the wow. Wow. You guys aren't being nice to the police department. Hey, Mike Ball, what's up, man? Police need to learn to take an ass whooping again and stop with the guns. People need to learn. Yeah, man, those days are gone. I watch a lot of fights on X. X is the only platform that just lets you act, say, do anything you want. And I watch a lot of fights on X, and so many people are just shooting people. It's kind of scary. Funny how any place where there is a gathering of young urban people that leads to violence, they will always blame the nearest motorcycle club or the nearest club of minorities. Shadow, say that again for those in the rafters. Motorcycle club, full cooperation with the law enforcement. Let me tell you something. Let's be truthful on this. Every motorcycle club cooperates with law enforcement when it's in there. Like if somebody shot someone and they fell dead on your doorstep, you're going to call the police department. Let's keep it real. What are you going to do? Bring your own forensic team, own motorcycle club forensic team in and get rid of the body and put it in acid? No, nobody's doing that. So there are times when a motorcycle club will cooperate with the police department, like especially when you ain't done nothing wrong. And I like that hat too, King God. I like that hat too. Cops need a bad guy to point the finger at so people stop pointing fingers at them, especially when you're 130 short. What's up, Rockstar? Not today. Today, kids have to be talked to in a positive manner in front of the world. Otherwise, it's jail time. Hebetsuka. You know what? I got to learn how to say your name. And I apologize for not saying it right. Black Dragon, do you think it's easier for media and social media to attack white set clubs because they usually don't have a pro? I think that white set clubs, not only do they not have a PRO, and you know, the PRO is just really an extension of the secretary's job. So in a white club, I would expect the secretary to do what a PRO does in a black club, because there aren't really PROs on the white set, to my knowledge. It's more of a black set thing. But also, white clubs have more of a culture of just not speaking to police and not speaking to the press, period. And I think that really serves as it doesn't serve them well, because these days, press and social media are everything, and so is public perception. Perception is everything. So I think white clubs probably should do more to have PROs and people whose job it is to fight propaganda, sometimes propaganda with propaganda. I think a lot more white clubs are coming around to it. Good morning, Black Dragon. Good morning, we people. Like they say, you guys need to get my new we shirts. My new we shirts are crazy. But the motorcycle club is about we, not I, about we. And yes, my plug is shameless. Someone asked about that. Much love, honor, and respect to everyone. Have a blessed day. You too, War Gorilla. Y'all be well. I cannot forget. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's me. Hey, listen, I'm going to be, okay, Wayne, don't be misquoting Black Dragon. I'm going to be getting out of here on time now. So you guys go all over to Mike Ball's show and watch him at Insane Wheels. See, I almost forgot that. At Insane Wheels over there on YouTube. You guys go check him out over there. Mixteca Stalls. Good morning, Dragon. What's good? Oh, I need to give you a holler. I told you if you didn't hear from me to call me back. Someone came in my office. I missed the entire damn show. Oh man. We didn't do Hebi, snake in Japanese. Hebi. It's good enough, Black Dragon. Hebi. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me off with that. Thank you so much. Domo. Don't worry, we'll be able to catch it all later. Police, it's just a business like any other greedy corporation. They are government funded, pick on taxpayers, and do not care. Oh my goodness. Say that again, man. All right, so we got 3 minutes to get out of here. And let me see. That's it. We got 3 minutes to get out of here. So I'm out of here now. It takes about 3 minutes for me to shut down the show. So you guys go over to Mike Ball on Insane Wheels and check his show out. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys that. Almost all my people are over there anyway. And Mike Sluggo sent you Pablo Sluggo sent you a message yesterday, so make sure to check him out. Dota Shamashti. You're welcome. Now you try it. Dota Shamashti. I know. You know what? I'm going to be able to say that tomorrow. You watch. I'll be able to say that tomorrow. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Hey, man, like, share, and subscribe, please, right now. And please, if you could, get over to Black Dragon's Gear. Support the show. $ BikerPrez. And if anyone who supports the show, we'll definitely be shouting your name out. Thank you so much. Thank you to all my friends and everybody. And hey, man, Diablos MC, good. That National Prez, that was a good look, man. And keep it up, man. Keep it up. And, we stand in solidarity with you out here. Take care. I'm Black Dragon. Find the right button. We're out.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospects Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. talking about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Omaha? We're talking about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So when you see us get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So as a 99% motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC. The Biker Boys, the Biker Boys. It's in the house, so most definitely blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon's Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.